This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green. Come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Let's go, baby.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man. Complete. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. That'll be second down.
This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A handoff running left, Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Mixon with a first down carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. shotgun now for Rodgers. He lets it fly for Lockett. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
A handoff to Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's a give to Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Hurts. He finds his running back, Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Hurts. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Packers 21, Washington 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Mixon on the toss right. And he's corraled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the Packers' 38-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Gave a glimpse of his power that time, and then brought down at the 30.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he finds McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far.
They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Touchdown, Washington.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Washington 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall.
A gain there of 21 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Rodgers. He hits his target, Lockett, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 37. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that would officiate a loss of 1. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
To Mixon on the check down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Again, it's Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They run. It's Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Mixon.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And Washington has made this a one-score game. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
That's caught. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Throwing is Rodgers. He lets it fly for Lockett.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 2nd and 12,
Hurts.
this is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sets up to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Hurts.
Thomas brings it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
They go play action with Hurts.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown! It's complete.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one is 62 yards in the air.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing is Hurts.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where the quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Packers are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again. The football at the 20-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He lets it fly from Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Rodgers throwing here.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me,
I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit, but for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Squib kick picked up near the 20. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Packers pick it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.